mom was a raft guide from the time I was like 3 or 4, so I've been here my entire life. Grew up in the area. It was just a small scene. People would come through and go rafting.
We opened 13 years ago. 3 of my girlfriends and myself opened it up as a little coffee shop. Nobody in Cott County even knew what espresso was. We had people that would stop by. They thought our sign said escargot. Getting that snails? I'm like, no, this is high octane coffee.
So in East Tennessee, there are many communities, perhaps 35% of the population in rural areas do not have access to what's considered broadband.
I can't get internet here, so everything is handwritten, and the credit cards, it goes through the phone line, so it takes forever to run a credit card. We cater to the tourism industry. So I literally go from nothing to having 100 to 150 people here, and so they're all paying at the same time.
Broadband has been classified as a utility by the Federal Communications Commission, so it's not just for entertainment purposes. It's the same as water, sewage, electricity. It's an essential component of day-to-day life.
When we first were getting together under SEED, we had a bunch of folks from probably 12 different counties who got together to figure out economic issues.
We met probably over a 1 year, almost 2 year period where we would have alternative economic summits in rural areas.
So we had an alternative economic summit in my community, and we were talking about all of our issues, which we have coal country, endemic poverty, high unemployment, the good old boy network. As we're discussing all these different things, the one thing that we all thought could make it better was internet access.
The capability to expand and be larger and do bigger things, employ more people would be fantastic.
I would like for the brain drain to stop and for there to be enough opportunities for kids in my community to feel it's a viable option to live their lives out in that community if they wanted to.
For a year and a half, almost 2 years, we did intensive lobby work. And that removed some of the legislative barriers to broadband expansion. What it looks like now for us is to try to dig into our local communities to try to figure out how we actually put do the nuts and bolts of solving our broadband access issues. That work continues to look like broad-based public education in our communities. Communities will invite us out to conduct workshops, to provide space for residents to talk about their broadband access issues, to identify potential solutions with those communities through our own research. We do lots of tabling, lots of outreach to the general public to hear what they're saying, because each community, each county in Central Appalachia, the solution for solving their broadband access issues is not one shot, one size fits all. In Appalachia we have quilts. Quilts are a big tradition here, and that's a really good example for me of how we're going to solve our broadband access issue, is quilting all these different options together.